Dear listener, please note that a pre-recorded session will be uploaded on Spotify at the end of the live session. No live calls and interactions will be available on Spotify.
Are you ready?
It's
The Magician.
In a world where fairways meet the airwaves, where birdies and banker collide, welcome to the show that takes you beyond the clubhouse and onto the green. This is Balls and Tees, your passport to the golfing universe, where every swing tells a story and every putt has its punchline. Get ready to step onto the large greens and dive into the world of divots, drives, and delightful banter.
The Magician.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another hot episode of the one and only Balls and Tees. As you know, you are chilling here with the Magician, the ball with a lot of flair, a classic man. I am Tony Tone. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm always happy to be here on a Wednesday evening because I know the weekend is about to start, but for the most, I know that our conversation with my guest today is going to be extremely interesting and a lot of insights that we're going to get from a beginner's golf perspective all the way to a plus handicap golf perspective. So, ladies and gentlemen, as you already know the drill, I just want to say we take 2 minutes break for water and then we come back and then we get into things. Winter is gone, luckily. It is the, what do they call it? The blooming season because flowers are blooming. Roses are becoming red, violets are becoming blue, and it's a merry season. So if you're out there and you want to have fun, just make sure that you stay indoors and you can create your own fun. So for those who've only joined us today, I just want to say thank you for being a part of our episode today. For those who have been following us, you know I've got mad love for you guys. So let's go for that 2-minute break, and then when we come back, I will be joined by my guest for the day, and man, am I so excited to speak to this individual. I think it's been over 8 years, 8 years since I spoke to my guest today, and I'm so excited. So sit there, relax, and then make sure that you get that ice cold water because it's about to get hot in here. I'll see you in 2.
In a world where fairways meet the airwaves, where birdies and banker collide, welcome to the show that takes you beyond the clubhouse and onto the green. This is Balls and Tees, your passport to the golfing universe, where every swing tells a story and every putt has its punchline. Get ready to step onto the large greens and dive into the world of divots, drives, and delightful banter.
Invisible Ink Consulting, your gateway to financial success. We specialise in providing the best solutions to manage your finance and accounting, ensuring a better life for you and your business. Our expert team offers top-notch accounting and tax consulting services tailored to various industries, including but not limited to engineering, medical practitioners, in construction, non-profits, events management, attorneys and financial services. Experience the power of our best analytics, backed by a commitment to our clients and a high level of knowledge. At Invisible Ink Consulting, we strive to deliver the best service you can get, making your financial journey seamless and rewarding. Choose Invisible Ink Consulting for a brighter financial future. Your success, our priority. Please visit us at www.invisibleinc.co.za to reach us. www.invisibleinc.co.za.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is still the one and only Tony Tone on the hottest podcast there is in the entire world. And I have to say, listen, guys, it's Wednesday evening, 6 p.m. It's still looking a bit bright outside because we are slowly getting into spring, the booming season. Is it the blossom season, the booming season? One of the two. But nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen, as I said today, I am so excited to have a chat with my guest today, whom I've last spoke to a couple of years ago, and we used to work together. That's how I discovered that this gentleman is into golf. He really, really digs it. So I'm going to say, ladies and gentlemen, let us do what needs to be done today, because you're going to learn about the entry barriers to golf, the current barriers when it comes to people who are already playing, and how to actually break that handicap. Our guest today is none but the one and only Mr. Stanley Whitten. So as we try to get him online, I just want to say something, ladies and gentlemen. So last week I was with a friend of mine who just got into golf, and his father has been struggling to get him into golf since 2012. So he has finally got into the sport, and he is excited. He was playing his first 9 yesterday. And yeah, I don't want to lie. The score was impressive for someone who's first time on the course. So yep, so that's what's happening. So I'm happy that in my circle there's more people getting into the sport. So without any further ado, I just want to properly introduce Mr. Stanley Whitten, whom will be talking about developing unlimited golf access in schools. Mr. Whitten, how are you, sir?
I am good. How are you doing, Mr. Tony?
I'm all good, thank you, sir. And I just want to say thank you once again for joining us today. Thank you to your friends and family for giving you the time, or actually for giving us the time to have a chat with you. I know you're quite busy. If it wasn't for this chat, you'd be on the driving range. So I tried to introduce you, but I don't think I did you any justice. Would you mind reintroducing yourself to our audience, sir?
Reintroducing yourself to the audience. Okay, so I don't know if your audience know that the two of us work together.
Yeah.
A number of years ago. Geez, it must be 10 years ago. So, But anyway, yeah, this is where we meet. I don't know. I'm not that important, man. I'm just a passionate golfer. Always been involved in the game. Been playing since I'm 6 years old. Cricket was always the first sport. Yeah, that's it. But recently, because the body can't take the beating that cricket demands, this is why I'm playing golf. And I've always had access to the game, since back then. So right now, I mean, golf is, I work to play golf. I don't know, what am I missing? You making me, I don't do these things, man. This is the first podcast that I've been on. I don't even know how to introduce myself. So look, just an avid golfer. I do a lot to try and help people get into the game. Enjoy the game. I'm playing right now. What's my handicap? I'm playing with a +1. That's pretty much it, man. So it's just an opinion of someone who's actually no one.
No. Listen, Brasten. I'll call you Brasten because, like you said, we work together, and in our work environment, we were just working around golf. And funny enough, on my first day when I rocked up at work, it was a golf day. So we went to Kensington, and I got owned because you guys had the opportunity to practice the entire week before myself. But nonetheless, I just want to put it out there, guys. If you want to see, romantic ballads on the golf course, Mr. Whitten is the man. He makes it look so nice and simple. It's so swift, smooth. I don't know how you do it, but I tried to adapt your swing a couple of years down the line, and then no, it didn't work for me.
No, if you could play golf and play pool, you'd be in a good place, bro. You're a good billiards player. We all have our things that we do, man. All have our things. So, look, I appreciate it. Thank you, man. It's just, like I said, I grew up playing golf as, golf was always a second sport. We were a cricketing family. But fortunately, since a very young age, my dad was look, my dad gave us access to the game at a very young age.
Yeah.
So we were very fortunate, and then, I mean, that opportunity got taken away. We lost him early, but the seed was already planted.
Yeah.
So, you can't be one of 4 kids, and one of the kids is playing golf. Just a single kid,
Yeah.
It doesn't happen. So, I think I do have I know what it's like to really fall in love with the game and not be able to play the game. And this is why, I mean, as soon as I couldn't play cricket, golf was the thing.
Hundreds.
So I don't know if that makes sense. I'm so all over the show, man. Look, this is the first time I'm doing this podcast stuff. So,
No.
I don't know.
No worries, Preston. But talking about the sport itself, you started at a very young age, right? I believe you started playing in the 80s, considering that you are senior to me. So I believe you started playing either in the 80s or the early 90s. I just want to find out
No, it's the 80s.
It's the 80s.
80s.
Yeah. I just want to find out the landscape then, when it came to people of color, black, Indian, colored, getting into the game. How was it compared to the reception that people are getting now?
Okay, am I allowed to swear on this podcast?
Let's try to limit the strong language.
Yeah, no. Out of respect for you, and I think that adequately describes what it's like. I still, I struggle. I'm 45 years old. I still got a chip on my shoulder, and I learned how to play golf on Pimble, and again, my dad gave us access early, and that was in the 80s.
Yeah.
So access early means access to the game. But at that time, you didn't have access to certain facilities. And I mean, this is the time of persimmon clubs. If you had a metal wood, you were really living with the Joneses.
Yeah.
But like I say, since back then, there's, and I hope I don't pass on the chip on my shoulder, but we must also remember that this is very recent memory. And these people that are my age, I don't have kids, that have had the similar experiences in the 80s and all of that, that are now being introduced to the game, and the kids are being introduced. I'll put it to you like this. From a cricket perspective, I was invited to play veterans cricket. And the veterans cricket, the experience that I had is I played against the same racist bastards that I played against as a kid. And as a young adult even. So, and this is why I enjoy golf more.
Yeah.
Because it's you alone, it's mano a mano. If you're gonna talk outside of your neck, I can beat you up on the golf course and let that do the talking.
Yeah.
But coming back to what you're saying, like I said, I still got a chip on my shoulder. It's and many do. We must remember that this is in recent memory, boss. This is not 300 years ago.
Yeah.
So I remember a lot of things. Pimble used to allow us to play there.
Yeah.
I mean, not allow us. I mean, that was a black course. Forgive me, I'm not politically correct. So if there's things I'm supposed to say the right way, I do apologize for lack of sensitivity. But Ohini Muri used to allow us to play the Waterpan used to allow us. Now and then, Duinfern, before it used to be such a exclusive estate.
Yeah.
It used to be called Four Ways. They used to allow us on Sundays. but we had to queue since like from 4, 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning,
Mm-hmm.
so that you can just start and you actually getting out of that place before
Jeez.
you know,
Yeah.
before you upset the members. So
Mm.
these are things where, if you really want to go into the history of it, I don't even know where some people that were older than me had it worse.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, I got a story from our chairman
Mm.
where they used to get to a course. I don't want to, I don't want to name courses or shame anyone.
Mm.
We try to get on with progress. But I mean, they used to come and then the receptionist used to walk out and they had to present themselves and she would select who is dressed well enough to play.
Yeah.
You know, and so, like I said, these are recent memories. There's people alive today. There's, that it's painful listening to them. It's funny now and
100%.
then, but I mean, so we still haven't got out of all of that. There's still there's residue all over us
Mm.
for all of that.
Mm-hmm.
And there's parents alive that are trying to give their children the access they have bigger chips on their shoulders
Mm-hmm.
than I do.
Mm.
I mean, with it's not without merit.
Yeah.
Look, I don't know if I'm making sense. I'm all over the show with this, but you know what I'm trying to say.
No, it definitely makes sense. And I mean, hence why I asked, like, in terms of transformation, when you started and looking at things now, would you say there's been a lot of transformation, or are we still facing those kind of challenges or certain barriers that does not allow us as people of color to actually get into the sport effectively?
So I'd put it to you, there's a number of problems. There's a number of problems. And being involved in the game, I mean, since we've worked together, I've also started my own driving range to try and get people into the game, right?
Yeah.
So as people of color, I would put it this way. We all know there's a barrier of entry from a financial point of view.
Mm.
But what we don't realize is that golf is it's very accessible.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of the people that have never had access to the game, the kids don't get into the game because the barriers of entry is people take you for a ride, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, as soon as you get in, we check out. Okay, cool. What does a Tony drive? Oh, Tony's got a X3.
Mm.
So that means I can book him for 20 lessons before he starts.
Yeah.
I can send him to the pro shop, get him, you must get Nikes, or, I mean, not even, he must get a full set. So people are down 50, 60 grand before they get into the sport. So the barrier of entry is because us as golfers, now that we're also on the inside, we don't hold the hands of people that are getting into the game and show them how to get in without the money that is I mean, it's really not that expensive. You can play the game, but because of the allure and the kind of the exclusiveness that people think surrounds the game, they get taken advantage of. Because of us also, and I would say non-whites.
Yeah.
I don't know how to say this the right way, but we have become basically Uncle Tom, where we are porch monkeys and we think we're close to a braai, where there's no braai actually happening. And we only play golf with people that can play golf, that play of a certain handicap. We don't introduce people the right way.
Yeah.
And allow them into the atmosphere that it shouldn't cost you so much money to give the sport a go. And when people are new and they really want to undertake the sport, then it becomes intimidating because the likes of me and you, we both have to take responsibility for this. Is because we'll only play with certain people when they're at a certain level.
Yeah.
It's unwelcoming. It's intimidating. It's people think that you have to be earning 100,000 rand a month to just kind of sneak in, and then you know. So I mean, again, I know I'm all over the show, but these are all of the personal problems that I've figured out where I'm going.
Yeah.
I mean, since we worked at World of Golf, kind of realized that the game is not so expensive to get into if you get in the right way.
100%.
You know, so if I were to unpack it and just to
decipher it properly.
Let me just summarize. I would say the problem with golf, the biggest problem with golf is golfers.
Yeah.
And it's not a white or black thing. And I say that also tongue in cheek, knowing that we know, okay, cool. You know, we don't have to go down that route because we can go on for days.
100%.
But we are very unwelcoming to people that get into the game. You know, if you just started and you're playing off a 28 or a 26, it's not like these guys get to play with someone who plays a scratch or a plus or even a mid handicapper because, you know, they feel like they've kind of part of the club and you're trying to get in on, I don't know what it is, but it's, wherever you go, we are very unwelcoming as golfers.
Yeah.
So all of us have to take that responsibility. So to transformation of golf, I would say we keep looking outside of ourselves at all of these things. I'm going, we all are guilty of being pretty much a hindrance to introducing people to golf.
100%. I agree with you there, yeah.
And I know that's an indictment on many people. And but I mean, we got to take responsibility and stop looking for other people to do it and sitting there in the bar and saying this is a problem, that is a problem, da 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 da.
Yeah.
We got to be more welcoming, and the only way the game is going to survive is new people come into it.
100%. And I like the fact that you're mentioning the golfers, people who are already into the game, to say we need to take full accountability and responsibility in terms of making the game or the sport comfortable for those who are just getting into the game. Because you mentioned the financial aspect of things, to say to begin with, if one was to approach either the pro shop or a driving range or any form of lessons, the problem there becomes the fact that people will look at you and judge you based on what you're wearing or what they saw you driving. So it becomes sort of like exploitation for someone who doesn't know anything about the sport, which then leaves a bitter taste. The individual could come through to the driving range today, and because of that one experience, they would say, listen, this is not for me. It's a waste of money, or it's not a friendly environment. So I like how you emphasize the fact that we as people who have been exposed to this are very much guilty in terms of chasing people away from the sport.
100%, because you know what, we feel, again, I say this, and this is going to rub a lot of people the wrong way. Where you feel like you're part of the in crowd. And, you know, you find your way. Golf is not that glamorous, man. There's always levels to things. You know, you can walk into a Volkswagen, or you can walk into a Maserati, or you can walk into a Mercedes dealership. There's different levels to enter the game.
Yeah.
And there's different ways that you can build your way up as any businessman would. Um, it's like I say, there's always little brotherhoods.
Mm.
And what we have done and what we are all guilty of is we don't drag some people up with us.
Yeah.
We don't keep the door open.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't know. I don't know what it is. It's because we feel like the cake is so small that once I'm in playing golf with whoever who's been playing for how long, that you know where I'm trying to go, man. Where it's like
We
just
gatekeeping.
like you're trying to form forms of brotherhoods that have no place.
Mm.
So, and at the same time, I would say this though: these people that I know share my sentiment, and they help people get into the game the right way.
Hundreds.
Where you go for lessons by a reasonable coach. Then, if you like it, then you go and buy golf clubs, and then you slowly get into the game. We go play once or twice a month, and
Yeah.
then the bug bites. Then it's not about the price of the game, but it becomes about the value of it.
Yeah.
And then it becomes about going to go play little social leagues. Then it becomes about joining a club. Then and that's how you get introduced to the game.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, the fact that I'm saying that makes me think about even hindrances that certain companies have created to people becoming members of clubs. And I don't want to mention names again here because I don't want to get shut down in my personal capacity.
Yeah.
But to me, playing golf is about where is my closest golf course. There it is. That's part of my community. I know there's 10 people that are employed permanently at the golf course at CMR. The well-being of that course, if I have something to do that will improve the course, that will make sure that it stays open, I'm a businessman. I know, okay, cool. I can get these people around there and we can get this done and that done because I'm part of my community. So, again, I'm not here to give anyone a lecture or a sermon, but, I'm very close to CMR golf course. I live in a colored township. I was offered by different golf courses to come and play for them as a transformation player because, I would make an IPT team as a transformation player.
Yeah.
And then I just go, but then I go that within itself is a conundrum where I go, so I leave
your community.
I leave my community. I look, it's never for free, but I drive 20 to 30 k's away from here to go play somewhere because I'm just a token player there because they need a really good non-white player.
Yeah.
And I let them off the hook because they're not taking care around what they're not tilling their ground.
No, 100%.
So I say that, and I actually realize now that having this conversation with you is that I'm so all over the show because I still don't even know how to kind of diagnose the problem. So I don't have a solution because I'm still going like there's so many problems in the game that we cannot provide solutions until we really accurately describe the problem.
That's true. That's true. And it's very important to pinpoint the actual root of the problem in order to provide a particular solution. Because like you're saying, if you're getting invitations from the who's of golf to say, please come through, play for us, yet you have a golf course in your local community that you can actually support. Because in essence, when we look at golf, particularly in South Africa, majority of golf courses are actually kept alive by social golfers, not professional tournaments.
No, sure, I agree with that. I agree with that, but now local golf courses don't even make the game accessible to the guys that want to play on weekends.
Mm.
And I am not saying that you need to. I also respect the esteem that you have for being a club golfer where you play on a Saturday morning.
Mm-hmm.
That comes with a barrier to entry.
Yeah.
But it should not be where I need to take a mortgage out to play certain places. You know, there's not everyone is a Rand Park, is a Royal, is a Bryanston, is a, you know, all of this.
Yeah.
But it now, because I don't know, it's like we pretend that we're so damn exclusive, right? We take ourselves way too seriously, man. You know, and it's such a fun game. You could meet so many people. You just drop the act, is what I'm saying, you know?
100%.
And I mean, there where we worked, we saw all kinds, and I'm sure this is why this is also stuck with you.
Yeah.
And look, just to go off at a tangent, congratulations on what you're doing. I really enjoy what you're doing for the game.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
And you know, it's I know it's cliche to say creating awareness and this and that, but it is about creating awareness and making sure, because golf too many people are going, oh, you playing golf. When I go play golf, then they go, oh, you must have money. You're going, really?
I think it's what we have created, or what people have created over the years, to say this is a sport for the elite. You have to smell a certain way, walk a certain way, talk to a certain caliber of people to actually play golf.
No, sure, but they also, when you're saying that, you try to correct yourself. But I'm also going, we also have to take accountability, because we also go like, once we started playing golf, it's like we were allowed in. Now we in. Now we act like this.
Yeah.
You know, and I mean, there's things that are happening. I mean, even nowadays, and go to certain places, you don't need a radar to say I'm not welcome here. You know, and you can feel that. And I don't have kids, but the guys that do have kids, I'm like going, how is it that, how does he communicate with his laity that these people don't want us here, or whatever it may be, because it exists.
Exactly.
I am not creating this out of my mind and living with a, like I said, yes, I got a chip on my shoulder, but I know when I'm not, where I'm not welcome, you know?
Yeah, that is true. No.
So, but again, I say that with the greatest respect to everyone that is doing a lot on the other side to welcome us into certain atmospheres. But we are guilty, as other people are also guilty.
Hundreds.
At different levels.
Yeah.
And I really don't think you can grade on the scale. You know, but like I say, access to the game is so expensive without merit. You know, people are trying to pay their rent from Tony trying to get into the game, and he's going, huh? Tony got an X3. So
that's true.
So I can, you know, so I can book him for 20 lessons. There's so many problems in every facet of the game.
Yeah.
And I've got a really, let me say, a jaundiced vision of everything, where I am looking for problems. And everywhere I turn, as far as golf is concerned, it's the cost of the game, it's the people in the game, it's the courses that have been closed down that represent, you know, that kind of represent the the introduction to the game kind of people that now pretend that they also are country clubs.
Yeah.
I mean, you go play certain clubs that are based in certain places. I won't mention names because I don't want to get a hiding.
100%.
But you go and play there, and I'm going, but you are not Bryanston. Why are you carrying on like you're from Bryanston?
No, that's very true. And, like you said, saying names is not really what we need to do, but the entire community itself, the entire community of golfers, the entire communities of golf courses, we are extremely guilty of gatekeeping the sport to people, and we need to take full accountability and say, listen, now we need to change how we do things. We need to change our approach to the sport. We need to change our approach to how we make people perceive the sport from the outside, because that's the only thing that's going to attract more people into the sport.
Sure. So I served on the on our committee, and so I do have some insights where I'm going. I'm not sucking this out of my thumb.
Yeah.
We worked together at a place where 60 to 70% of our client base were beginners to the game, and the entire thing was, again, it's just, it becomes, there's so many barriers to entry. It's cost, it's the people, it's this, that people that want to join are joining for the wrong reasons, because they're walking around talking about, if I leverage this against that and whatever, I want to do this for business, and we're going, no, I don't want to hear about business crap. I want to find out who you are.
Hundreds.
Because it's the greatest interview process for me to find out if I will invite you for supper to my house.
That's true.
So again, like I say, you have to forgive me. I'm all over the place because I'm very passionate about this subject, and we have to do more to provide access to people to the game, and we can look at, and I thought about this. We can talk about they need to reduce prices. People must this and development that and this and that and whatever. I'm going, no.
Yeah.
We as golfers are the biggest
hurdle,
barrier to entry. Because we feel like if I go play with Tony and I invite my friend, what if my friend gets invited onto the fucking podcast? Forgive my language,
Yeah.
And it's like this. It's like you carry on like it's not even a cake, it's a cupcake. Where if I'm in, then I must protect this.
Yeah.
And I have to protect this at all costs. And we want exclusivity in our lives. And then you find out, I mean, when you get older, you find out what is it all worth? Not to get deep or all of that, but I also want to create memories with some of my friends.
Hundreds.
I don't want to have friends that I only play golf with and I only see them on a golf course. Because I play golf at some northern suburbs golf club. But that guy will never come to my house. So that opens up another conversation in my head where I'm going, because we've done this, because we have done this, we are responsible for the likes of Crown Mines, Leeuwkop, Randfontein, there's one more. One is in trouble. I think, I really think that Riviera is in trouble. But I mean, those three courses have closed down because of people going, okay, cool. We haven't given the course its due. We undermine that this is access to the game, but we want to use the place as a stepping stone and go to. We're not communities, man. So those courses are just a symptom of who we are as a society. We just want to be seen as though we drive X3s like Tony D. you know?
Yeah.
And I don't know if I'm making sense, but again, I come back to where I'm saying we don't even know how to describe the problem, so we cannot attempt having solutions.
No.
You know, you can't go to the doctor and say I'm feeling like crap, and he says, okay, so why are you feeling? I'm like, everything just feels crap.
Yeah. We need to pinpoint certain things. That's true.
And it starts with accountability. You know, help your friend if he wants to get into the game. Get him to a decent priced coach. Let him don't go buy a set of golf clubs that is going to cost 15,000 rand, and then he hates the game, and then that golf clubs stay in his garage for the next 3 years, and when he tries to sell it, he can only get 5 grand for it. You know?
Yeah.
Go to the driving range with your mates. Yes, help them, but hand them over to a pro that's reasonably priced.
That's true.
And not also a pro that is going to stand there and go, what is he driving? So, I mean, I've attempted to kind of do a bastardized version of what World of Golf does on the West Rand here to introduce people to the game of golf. And we were doing well, but we had a bad partnership, I would say. I'll have another go at it because, again, I'm passionate about it. I mean, it helps my business.
100%.
And if I could, I wouldn't do what I do for a living. I'd be in the golf game, introducing people to the golf game. And even in the golf clubs, man. I mean, you go and play. We are fighting for membership from people who are members at other clubs. What are we doing to introduce people to the game?
New people.
So little.
That's true. No, bro, Stena, I hear what you're saying. Can we just quickly go for a 3-minute break? And then when we come back, we can have a deeper conversation around your passion for golf and the driving range that you've actually started in with the concept of bringing in more people to the game. And let's unwind to see how we can actually get more masses into the game and make sure that they stay locked the same way that we are locked into the game.
Nah, sure, bro.
100%.
3 minutes.
3 minutes, yeah. Sharp.
In a world where fairways meet the airwaves, where birdies and banker collide, welcome to the show that takes you beyond the clubhouse and onto the green. This is Balls and Tees, your passport to the golfing universe, where every swing tells a story and every putt has its punchline. Get ready to step onto the lush greens and dive into the world of divots, drives, and delightful banter.
The Magician.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, as you know, you are still locked into the one and only Balls and Tees. It is the magician, a boy with a lot of flair, a classic man, Tony Tone. And I still have my guest on the line, Bra Stanley Whitten. Before I get back to our guest, I just want to say on Instagram, Loving Loyiso, we see you, we recognize you, and I really, really appreciate that. Week in, week out, you are locked into the podcast. And to Bra Stanley, Loyiso says what you're saying is powerful, which is everybody is a somebody, which is something that you've been preaching through the conversation to say, guys, we need to make golf accessible. We need to play a role in making golf accessible. So without any further ado, I just want to bring back Mr. Stanley Whitten on the line, and let's get into how the idea or the concept of his love for golf developed into a driving range and trying to change the narrative and push transformation when it comes to introducing new people into the sport. Bra Stanley. Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you for staying on the line.
Where do I start, man?
Well, let's start at the beginning, if possible.
No, sure. So, okay, cool. So at the beginning, it started when, look, I've always had access to the game. But when I worked with World of Golf, when we had a stint there, right?
Yeah.
And realized how people can get introduced to the game in the right way, in an affordable, non-intimidating. I'm not trying to market World of Golf, but
yeah,
you have to give it its credit. And I don't know if you remember, we used to get a sales book.
Hundreds, yeah.
The 1 minute salesperson. And something that was called the Great Paradox that just stayed with me. It was like, I enjoy what I have more fun and I have more financial success if I stop trying to get what I want and I help people get what they want.
I resonate with
and that. Is really... Sorry?
I'm saying I resonate with that. I keep saying the same words to a lot of people and they think, what is this guy saying?
No, sure. So, I mean, the success lies there. And because it was a passionate, it's a passion of mine is golf. That opened my eyes because I had access to the game. And then you realize that, okay, cool, a lot of people actually want the same thing.
Yeah.
And it really changed my perspective working there and made me a team to, after working there, it's always stuck with me where I was going. We would watch people. I had so many clients, man, that absolutely fell in love with the game and just, I see them in places. Some people had money, but they were kept on the outside because they didn't know how to get into it. Yeah. And World of Golf was that place. Then you had some people that were not as well off, but they had access to the game and they also played,
Yeah.
But there were so many different people that started playing. I mean, we were in Woodmead. I had people coming from Carltonville every Saturday morning to come and learn how to play the game.
Yeah.
And that sparked something where I was going, if we could do something, obviously not at the scale that they were doing it, but we can model what they do for the game.
Yeah.
We can introduce so many more people to the game. But because of the country clubness about golf, it's so difficult to to change people's minds. And I attempted and this is where, like I'm saying, this is where the introducing people to golf. Where I was going, if you, like I said, and this is why I said that the beautiful paradox is help people get what they want.
Yeah.
Introduce them into something new, and then you will get paid handsomely. 100%. And I thought that was a noble thing to kind of pursue, you know. But it's so difficult to change people's minds because they are going that need to be exclusive really stopped our relationship from developing. The driving range was an existing one. It's still going on. I came in there, we tried to format it differently and get new clients in, because from a business perspective, introducing new people to the game is also where you want your business.
Yes.
We can't be fighting over the same amount of people, and that introduction and so I would say this driving range started taking on a new personality. And I mean, in 4 months, I sold about 120 memberships.
Oh, that's lovely.
I was a better salesman than you anyway.
Yeah.
I'm joking. But and we were really turning the corner, but there's, perhaps my mistake was the partnerships I got involved with. Maybe I'm a very difficult person to work with, so I'm not going to put that on everyone else and just going that you didn't see it my way,
Hundreds.
But I really felt like we turned the corner, and I mean, the very morning when we broke our partnership, I was sitting with 8 new memberships with people that never touched a golf club.
Sure.
And I was intermediating that relationship with the type of coaches that I was happy to say, look, get on board, let's do this.
Yeah.
This is where the good things lie, is introducing people. And the money actually lies there as well. Because we're all fighting for such a small portion of the market. Introduce more people to it.
Yeah.
So that is where the passion grew. I am still now very disappointed with the fact that we've discontinued that relationship. But I will say this, that Central Gauteng Golf Union, right? I don't know if they're the biggest union in the country, but they do so much for golf. They helped me. They've donated golf clubs. They've donated, and I gave probably 7 sets away, and they're going, they were saying, you're doing the right thing. This is what we need to do. And I mean, these are coming from your federation, your union that you belong to.
Yeah.
But the problem exists when you come down to the club level. And then you come down to the businessman level, where we really think, and the most difficult person to sell to is a golfer. Has been playing. He's looking for deals left, right, and center. But I mean, again, I can go off on so many tangents. But the passion was was to introduce people to the game from a grassroots level, from a coaching level, from a and just getting that right and getting people in the door.
Yeah.
Keeping the door open. None of you get to shut the door behind you because you're the special one,
Hundreds.
And that was the vision. It still exists. I am in the process of talking to Johannesburg Property Company, and it might take a while, but so be it. I think it's a fight worth fighting.
Yeah.
I've got Central Gauteng donated something called Snag Golf to me. In the process of launching a new product called Low Birdie Golf, where I'm going to school and introducing them there on that phase. And, now I got to go and prove the concept again.
Yeah.
Prove this concept. We failed. There's many reasons why we failed. I don't want to admit that I might be very difficult to work with.
But it's a learning curve.
It's a learning curve, and I'm trying to be grown up, Tony, man. I'm trying to be grown up. But it's very difficult to go, and I know I was doing the right thing, man. So to drag people with you, and you also also go like, I'm just saying, come on, guys, man. The money really doesn't lie with golfers. It lies with introducing people to golf.
100%, because if there's something that I've learned, even in the years that we work together, I always say word of mouth will never fail you. If you give someone the right thing at the right cost, there's no way that people will shy away from saying, listen, these are my closest people. Contact them because they trust my opinion or they trust my input. They will definitely come through and enjoy this with me.
Yeah, and they're going, and I trust you because you are the one welcoming me into this place and giving me the way to get into the game, you know? And that's the main thing. So, I mean, your World of Golf, your Playmo Golf has been a great tool, but also a thorn in the side where so many people are in limbo now that the courses suffer. And now this is where they've become so successful that I think they become a problem. Because now people don't want to join clubs and be part of a community because they want to go out and go, I want to play CCJ for, and they're not a member and they want to play for 300 rand. And you're going, that's just not possible.
Yeah.
It's that thing where the balancing act and where it's not so much about the money, but where you extract value. And that is where I think we all have missed the boat. Every single one of us.
Yeah.
Where we struggle to introduce people into the game to a point where they really see, now I can go buy myself a set of golf clubs that cost me whatever amount because this is something I'm going to do for the rest of my life. This is going to be, I'm going to be a golf family. I got lighties that want to play the game. How do I make sure that I am not just throwing money down a drain to coaches that don't even do it right? Don't get me started on coaches, mate. Don't get me started on coaches.
Let's not get too deep into the coaching, but I just want to say your views around the sport. I'm 100% up for it, and I believe our audience shares the same sentiments. Now, there's a very key thing that I would like to ask you, and I believe with what you've passed on today's conversation, a lot of people are shaken to say, you know what, we were not aware. I'm talking about golfers, current golfers, to say we were not aware of the amount of barriers that we're actually putting up, right? So you mentioned that you want to get back into, I don't really want to say giving back to the community, but it is giving back to the community because you're introducing people to something that is sort of alien to them, and you're developing skills at the same time. With Snare Golf, as you said, you're looking at launching a product that will assist kids in schools. So, as you know, the golfing community, social golfing community, is quite big in South Africa, and someone could be listening and be like, you know what Brastan shared today is making me want to do things differently. So, with that being said, is there any way that our audience who would like to help with the transformation or make this change and make sure that it stays permanent, is there a way in which they can reach you?
So, look, I can give my number. I don't want to do a shameless plug as well, but I would also say that, look, I can give my number. I'm always available to give some advice from my point of view. We can disagree and hammer it out. I can show you what I'm doing. I would like you to mimic or do what I do better. But I would still say that look at your own community first. Look at where's the closest golf course. Look at, find out which federation you belong to. What is your golf union you belong to? And I mean, I've been really, like I say, I've tried to be deliberate to make sure that Golf RSA has given all these golf unions a mandate, and this mandate is about transformation and all of that. And I've tried to make sure that I submit to that, and not be rogue, and perform outside of the realms that they have to work with. So I appreciate that you gave me an opportunity for a shameless plug. But do I give my number? Do I give my email address? What do I do if people want to reach out? Well, do I give that to you?
No. You can say it online, because my whole idea here is that what you want to do is it's a very big project, and you need reliable support and people who share the same vision to actually execute it to your fullest potential. So I'm saying, if there's someone out there who's perhaps listening and say, you know what, this man, I want to be behind him in this movement, because what he's doing is not just for himself. It's not just for me as a golfer, but it's more about the entire future of golf.
No, sure. So I would say, my number is 061 529 7832. My email address is stan@oraclebrokers.com. That's oraclebrokers.com. But again, like I say, I'm still a work in progress. I'm willing to listen to some ideas. I know I'm wrong about a lot of things because I'm very passionate about it. But wherever someone can help me as well, happy days. Wherever I can help, happy days. So, I don't want to put blinkers on it and say, this is how we're going to do it and that's good. There's people with better ideas. And if we do get together, if I can help, great. If someone can tone down my contrarian nature and go, just but like I'm saying, it's an exciting thing to be a part of. I think it's a good fight. If we can just get together and make sure. I mean, sport has been the greatest blessing in my life, and if we can hand that over to other people, even if it's not golf, but what golf can do. I mean, I talk to CEOs, CFOs, managing directors, because golf has made me less intimidated about another guy. If he's a CEO and he's playing with an 18, I'm going, you are lunch meat.
Yeah.
So, and that is where, again, the size of your wallet. You have zero power when you're standing there and you're putting for a double bogey. Yeah, I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? You play a game, and that's what golf provides. And if anyone wants to get on, if they want to help, like I say again, I'll give my number again. It's 061 529 7832. And wherever you need help, where you need guidance, because I've been playing this game now for, more than 30 years. It's now 10 years that we're trying to start this driving range. That was unsuccessful, but any businessman is going to fail a bit, you know.
Yeah,
As a salesman, you know how many times we fail.
Definitely. It's a strike rate
I'm
of
launching the
10%.
snack box now. If you know, I almost swore you now. So no, but fair enough. And the thing is, I'm not embarrassed about not getting it right. You know, I think it's a failure if you don't try.
100%.
So if anyone needs help, I will share where I have failed. But I'm going at this again. If anyone is up for for assistance, that's more than welcome.
Yeah.
Then I must warn him that I'm, like I say, probably a very difficult person to work with.
You're a nice guy, Braston. You're a nice guy.
Cut that out. I'm the greatest guy to work with.
Yeah.
I'm the greatest guy to work with. No, but like I say, if all we are doing and the end result is introducing people to the game, then, I mean, that is I think a guiding principle that we all can agree with, because it's golfer first, and then everything else
Hundreds.
becomes second, third, fourth, fifth, whatever it may be.
Yeah.
But it's the golfer first, it's the new golfer first. You know, that's the approach.
100%. No. Braston, we have unfortunately run out of time, but I want to say once again, thank you so much. Thank you for the time. Thank you for the insights. And I will definitely share your numbers again, because I really, really like what your view is when it comes to the sport. And thank you for breaking down barriers that even myself, as someone who's been in the sport, didn't really realize that I'm not doing any justice in terms of growing the sport. Better yet, I'm making it intimidating for people who are getting into the sport. So I really, really appreciate that. We need that as people. We need reminders to say, listen, dude, you're overdoing it now.
Now, sure, and I didn't want to now hold your feet to the fire, mate. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, we also have to take accountability instead of just looking externally and going, we need this from government, we need this from business, we need that from da-da-da. And we're just going like, but we're just a bunch of assholes playing the game where even if government gave us 10 billion rand, people are going, I don't want to go there. But again, don't let me get started. But I appreciate what you said. You make it also feel like I'm doing something. It's really not that important. Just be a lacquer O when people want to play golf. Be nice. That's all.
Awesome stuff. Braston, once again, thank you, my brother. And then we'll chat offline. I look forward to, I'm not looking forward to playing around with you. You're going to chow me, but I still look forward to playing around with you.
Well, yeah, sure. You know what? Like I said, don't let me say this. I am, again, let's not be the problems. I'll play any day with you, even though you play crap.
Oh, thank you.
I'm joking. We'll play anytime. We must organize a game.
100%, Braston, and then you must have yourself a lovely evening.
Sharp, Tony D.
Thank you, sir. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is our interviewee for the day. That's Mr. Stanley Whitten. And as he said, he's looking at developing golf in our local communities in the sense of introducing it to schools. I mean, it's always good to introduce certain things at a young age because kids need to understand that there's more out there in the world. And then I will be sharing his number again. His name is Stanley Whitten. So if you're out there and you want to engage with Stanley, please give him a shout on 061 061-529-7832. 061-529-7832. And his email address is Stan, STAN, at oraclebrokers.com. So, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to say a big shout out to Stanley Whitten once again. He is a cool guy. He's just playing around saying that he's the most difficult guy to work with. So, yeah, if you're out around CRM and you want to play a round of golf, you can hit him up. He's a cool guy. So, I understand we are way over time, but let me share with you the upcoming events that Balls and Tees will be a part of, and where I look forward to meeting with you and potentially playing with you. So there is the Steve Biko Academic Hospital Fundraising Golf Day taking place on the 15th of November at Waterkloof Country Club here in Pretoria. So that's the Steve Biko Academic Fundraising Golf Day, 15 November 2024, and that's at Waterkloof Country Club. To make reservations, please contact Nwabisa Noguba on 082-484-0262. 082-484-0262. Let's support our medical professionals and make sure that we mingle with them on this auspicious day. Don't wait till it's late. It's taking place Friday, the 15th of November. So start reserving your space today. Following that, we've got Maketa Mazibuko Fundraiser Golf Day, which is taking place on the 9th of October, and that's at Killarney Country Club. Maketa Mazibuko Fundraiser Golf Day, 9th of October, Killarney Country Club. And to RSVP, you can contact Temba Mazibuko on 079-175-3729. I will repeat, it's 079-175-3729. Following that, we've got a golf day on the 25th of October, and that's the annual Allure Golf Day. You know, this word is so big, ne? I'm getting tongue twisted. Annual Allure Golf Day. That's at Orkney Golf Club, 25 October. And to RSVP, please contact 060-619-1317. 060-619-1317. And closer to us, we've got Katlehos Charity Golf Day, which is taking place on the 20th of September at Club at Stein City. 20 September, Katlehos Charity Golf Day. To RSVP, you can contact Katleho Kelabile on 067-793-8033. 067-793-8033. Now, here's another golf day that, well, I really look forward to attending, because this is, I call it the home of people of colors golf origins. This is at the Soweto Golf Festival, and it is taking place at Soweto Country Club, the only township that has a golf course here in South Africa. So that's taking place on the 11th of October at Soweto Country Club. It's called the Soweto Golf Festival. And to RSVP, you can contact 071-471-7876. 071-471-7876. That's Sandra. Right. Last but not least, man, guys, reading is very important, whether it is academic or just normal literature. It can be a magazine. It will improve your thought process. It will improve your articulation. With that being said, we've got the 5th annual Charity Golf Day for Literacy for Life. That's taking place next week, 6th September at Zebula Golf Estate. Now, this is one of the luxury golf courses in South Africa. Zebula Golf Estate, 6th September. Please make sure that you check it out on Literacy for Life's Instagram page. All the details are there, and they'll be able to help out. Right. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's all I have to share for the day. But before I let you go, I want to say, when I was young, I sucked at golf. But now, after years of dedication, practice, and coaching, I'm no longer young. Now, it goes back to what Brasten was saying to say, if you get properly introduced to the sport, you will never ever lose interest. You will have a buck and you'll be an addict just like most of us. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you're working tomorrow, I don't know what's going on in your life. And if you're working on Friday, guys, our social media platforms are open. We are on Instagram, we are on Facebook. Make sure that you holler at me. And you can even go to our website, which is www.ballsandtees.golf to talk to me, and then I will help you sort out all the issues that you're having, especially about working tomorrow and Friday. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I'm officially opening the weekend. I will see you next week. Same time, same place.
The Magician.